Welcome on deynonmod. Here you can see the Morghasts, and it's the modify in the way to put magnets on them, so to be able to change weapons or your will, so that you are able to put, and when you evoke them or you declare them to put them on the list, to be able to change them from the version with the halberd to the version with the blades. And so, così it changes the way to put the models, and it changes also the name, the statistics, and so on. You are able to, when you summon them, to bring only 2 of them and the weapons that are associated to them, instead of bring 4 of them instead of 2. And here, it's what I've done. First, I construct the model, the principal part of the model here, and then before to put the weapons, the arms here, I created a hole in the front arm here, so to put inside a cylinder magnet 2 for 2 millimeters. You can risk and also put a 3 for 2, 3 in diameter and 2 in depth. But I suggest you not to do, because it's really uncomfortable to cut inside, and you risk to ruin all the border of the front arm. So then you have to play with the liquid green stuff or other things to adjust that, because it's able to take it quite solidly. If you do this, it doesn't move, otherwise you put quite a strength in it. You are able to do it, so it's useless to use the 3 for 2 millimeters ones. So what you do, you first create a hole, then you glue this part of the arm, and then before to glue this one to attach to the main body, use the halberd to create the way to put, so that you have the halberd to create the distance between the arm. Otherwise you risk, because you will not be able to put the correct angle, so to use also the halberd. Otherwise you tend like this thing. This is made voluntary. I did it because I wanted such a thing, because I wanted to create this one, that it's a particular halberd with double-edged blade one. So I decided to do this and create a different model that I wanted to use like my champion of the Morghasts. I know there isn't any rule about it and so on. I only wanted to have a particular model that it was distinct from everything else. So I created this thing, and here you can see what to do. So first the hole, and one thing that I want to remember, decide ever how to put the things. So for example, decide to use a head or something else, to use like a reference magnet, so that you can always use, as you see, as a reference. So the verse of the magnets, it's always the same. So the north-south verse, it's always the same. Why do it? Apart of all these things that are ridiculous, but it's to make you understand. You can do this type of things every time you want to put and change the same model, and it lets you so to make you more versatile in the things that you do. So it's quite useful to do this. Other things that you can modify in Morghasts is the base. I don't suggest you to put the magnets on the wings, under the wings, because it's not so stable. So I suggest you to do this, to put magnets on the base of the wings. Are quite movable, but why I chosen so? You see here in the base I put the way to make so this movement, because they are quite movable. But if you do, you don't risk to make the models to be able to break. They are more comfortable, more stretching. You can do this, but you have the problem about put it away. Why I say so? Because I magnetize the base, because it's more suitable to put things out. You can see it's more comfortable to put away the model, and I can change the base because I want to create a base with the green stuff that have different path, different designs and so on, so I can change it. And moreover, in the case I decide also to change the system, for example, I know that sometimes someone wants to play the 9th version, the 8th version of Age of Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer Fantasy Age of Sigmar, so you can choose how to do. And so you can, in this case, create a base. And okay, I want to change the base for the square one of the rectangular one. I change it. So it's more comfortable, and for big models I think that it's quite comfortable because it's let to put away the model without any problems, and it can let to change the base of the models without the problem of the base of the system that you use. So this is the base for this model. I put this on my practice way to do the things here. Here is the how to modify the Morghasts. I hope that you like the video. I invite you to suggest me other ways that you'd like to understand about this type of video, of type of magnetism and so on. I want to suggest you also not to do the magnetize on this part, because surely you can also change this from the skeleton one to the armor. But if you do, it's quite unstable. You need to put 2 magnets, and you risk to ruin this part. That in the case you choose to put the skeleton ones, it's unstable under it, so it's not comfortable. About the helmet, you can choose, but you have to put not on the head, but here, on the head here, small magnet, 2 mm for one. But the point is the magnet that you put on the helmet, that you risk doing quite severely the helmet, and because it's better to use a patafix, something to put on if you really want to put and take off, and not to really make it wear like a magnet. It's uncomfortable to do so. So I hope that you liked the video. Hope to see you again on this channel. Comment it, like it, and subscribe it. If you